Yeah, we're live. How's everybody doing? Friday night. Happy. Cheers. Cheers to you.
Hi, everybody.
Ooh, that's good stuff. So tonight we're going to talk about, obviously we're going to talk about horsepower, and we're going to talk about a video I'm working on. That the next video that's going up is about one of people's favorite subject, and that's inexpensive. Exactly. The squirrel chart. I'm surprised you guys are not watching. Overwatching. See, we got live music going in the background. I'm surprised you guys aren't overwatching Matt and Uncle Tony, because Matt Happel's up on Uncle Tony's garage. So I checked in there a little bit to see how Matt was doing. Make sure he was okay. You hear the music got to go in the background. We do have our sound wall built up though for our mic, so hopefully you guys should be able to hear it. I know, it's pretty loud. But the video that I'm working on is inexpensive horsepower. So the usual route is we go to the wrecking yard, and maybe we'll wait till this guy pulls out of the intersection here. He's got his music all the way up so everybody can hear it. But it gives me an opportunity, The Holder Queen. You're the Holder Queen. Everybody's saying hi to Lisa, like I'm not even here.
When can we expect a Big Bang Turbo?
Big block Ford. I know guys have asked about that. I don't think I even have a big block Ford. Mark Sanchez has a 429 that he'll let me use, but I know he's not going to let me blow it up. We'd have to do that to a 460, so that's something I'd have to get another one from the wrecking yard. And we'll get into that. But the video now that I'm working on that I did today is cheap, inexpensive horsepower. Basically, it's a big block Chevy rather than and that's how most people go. I mean, most are in a street car, and especially if you can do it cheaply, which I showed you can, using the nitrous and using a junkyard motor, you can. That's a pretty stout performer. I mean, if you have 500 horsepower or more, and especially in this case, like the nitrous big block, the 500 horsepower is that you also had 650 foot-pounds. So if all you want to do is go out and spin the tires and get ice cream or whatever, donuts, it will certainly do that. But it also probably would run. I mean, I'm sure that car have to go deep into the 11s, I would think, in any kind of car. Saul. So all you guys know, Saul is the first one to step up and buy a round for us.
Several rounds.
Several rounds.
Thank you, Saul.
MX is from Mexico.
MX.
Yeah.
$200.
I know. Let's see. You look awesome. Beautiful night. I do. I'm with Lisa. Obviously, it's gonna be a great night. So, like I was saying, if you have a street car like the Nova, for instance, which I will be working on, I'll be making an announcement on that as well. If you have the Nova, for instance, an old kind of classic deal, or Chevelle, Camaro, whatever it is, and you put that junkyard Gen 6 big block in it, especially if you had a camshaft in it, and you put like 125 shot or 150 shot on it, it would be awesome. I know nobody's even listening to me.
Somebody said poor Mexican.
Saul's awesome.
Thank you, Saul.
That's right. Umar, somebody just donated $200. What are you going to do about that? You going to step up? We need to have bidding war going on. Richard, thank you very much.
Thanks, Richard.
Yeah.
Happy Friday from a Ford fan.
Yeah, we like the Ford fans.
My first car was a Ford. It was a Ford Taurus. It was white. It had a maroon cloth interior.
The maroon interior. I don't know about that. But what was your next car?
A Honda.
That's right. Honda
Civic.
That's right. And I think that was either a base or it was a DX.
It was a DX.
Yeah.
That's all I could afford.
That's the best one. And tell them how fast you got your ticket for.
96. I was going 96.
In a DX, that's right. She was regulating.
And it went a lot faster than that.
Because they only catch you after you slow down, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty fast ticket. They can put you in jail for that.
No, I just batted my eyes.
Girls. So anyway, so we're talking about the big block and putting nitrous on it. So if you have a nitrous motor that makes, like in this case, 500 horsepower and 650 foot-pounds, I think that thing would be pretty sporty with anything, with a turbo 400 behind it and any kind of gear, 355, 373. You don't need a 4 series gear because this thing only revs to like 5,500 RPM. But that's why it makes so much torque, and that would be a super fun little car.
Sorry about the video quality.
Yeah, we don't
Practice. We're trying to chat with you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy a date night. Multitasking at its finest.
And then the second test for that video, which you guys will get to see, is obviously boost. So the other way to go about this is if you take the big block, and you can do it to any motor that's in the wrecking yard, a Cleveland, an inline 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder, whatever you want. But obviously add boost to it. And you can add boost so cheaply now that even on the big block, which in that case I added twin turbos to it, but you could do the power level that I did with a single turbo very easily. And I pointed out a number of different cheap turbos you could do it with. But if you add boost to that thing, we made over 800 horsepower. So 800 horsepower in any kind of car is going to be, what's that going to be, 11, 10, 9, bottom 9s probably? I mean, that's going to be really fast. And it's so inexpensive. It was just the stock motor with a cam and a turbo. I mean, that's cheap. So it's amazing how much power we can make these days and how easy it is to make that kind of power and what kind of trouble you can get yourself into. And starting off with a wrecking yard deal just makes it so affordable for everybody. And that's what people want. I mean, it would be nice. I can't go.
We won't allow you to show. Thank you.
We will be out shortly. We're still doing okay?
Yeah. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Sometimes it doesn't show some of them because language in it.
Tyranny. You can't have the word tyranny.
Love my Acuras. I do love Acuras. You're out on a date, you're live streaming? That's right. It's happy hour and horsepower. That's why we do it.
You're welcome, Dan. I know it's what he loves. And I'm a teacher, so he needs to do that to pay the bills.
So I think that, yeah, 800 horsepower is enough to blow the transmission out. Although a Turbo 400 probably would do that, and that's going to be my next adventure. Is I've got to figure out. I'm figuring out what motor to put in the Nova because we're going to do something with the Nova and maybe give it away, and which will be. She's excited about that. I can't keep bringing like puppies home and not get rid of some of the other ones.
No, you can bring puppies home.
I can bring puppies home, but just
not the Nova.
Not beat up cars though. So the Nova probably will be giving away, but it'll be given away with something in it, and so I got to figure out what to do. And so if I'm going to put a motor in it that makes good power, I also have to have a transmission that will handle that, and also the rear end. So right now the rear end that's in it probably not, and the transmission, the little 3-speed, definitely is not going to work. So we got to put something like a Turbo 400, and I'm not going to go buy a Rottler or something like that. It's got to be something that's relatively affordable because we're just going to give it away anyway. So what are you laughing at?
Someone said, what dance moves did you use to get your wife? The sprinkler.
Rainbird. That's my go-to. It's solid.
Oh my goodness.
See, still works. I still got it. They're worse than puppies. They really are. And the problem is that, and I promised myself while I was driving home with the Omni GLH that I thought, you know what, this is the last car I'm going to buy that doesn't run. It's a project.
It's a good idea.
I want them all to be running. It just makes it so much easier for me. It makes it easier for me to do my job, for me to do things with. So we can, a running car I could take down to Westech and we could put it on the chassis dyno and we could do chassis dyno mods. And it would be, it'd still be pretty cool because we could do lots of stuff on the chassis dyno while we're there and show you guys what works and what doesn't work. But if it's, otherwise I have to do videos on, hey, look, this is me taking the motor out, and look, hey, there's me taking the head off, and hey, look, the cylinder head is broke, like the GLH is. So, and guys like that stuff too. But it would be better if I could show you, hey, look, we ran it on the dyno, and we put a turbo on it, and it put an intercooler on it, and put E85 on it, and then we get a bunch of dyno results and stuff, and that's always a much better deal. But the Nova will be cool because I can select a motor for it. I need to find a transmission. I'm thinking Junkyard Turbo 400 is probably going to be the way to go. That's right. I just
Yeah, sticky fingers.
dip my fingers in my water there. So I'm thinking turbo 400 with, and I'm thinking the supercharged 3800. So at least a supercharged 3800 with a cam in it, and then maybe also a turbo. so a compound turbo blower thing would be cool.
I know. I keep telling Rick he needs to do his shirts.
I know exactly.
He needs a wrong cam shirt,
I
and
know.
I need the other guys. I need the right.
You could be the other
shirt.
girl. Oh,
No, the right.
the only girl.
The only girl, not the other girl. The only girl.
That's right.
You're the other guy.
Oh dang!
Just kidding.
long as I'm here, long as I'm invited to the party. Yes, boost is good, and more boost is even better. That's right. I think it's probably a little too much for the Nova. Project Cars are the other woman. That's probably true.
Should make a female shirt with twin turbos on it.
Yeah, I think we know what you mean.
The twins are fine.
The twins are fine. Yes, they are.
Stop staring at my turbos.
Stop staring at my boost.
Lisa, do you like to go fast in Richard's cars? No, I like to go fast in my own cars.
Her car is the fastest one we have.
Our son is learning to drive on it.
Yes.
It's very unnerving.
So let's see what Dan had to say. Dan was saying something. I think the other girl is a V.
What's that mean?
That's a kind of motor.
I know. That was a long drink. Are you referring to my drink or Richard's drink, Jeff?
Yours is almost done. I'm sure he was talking about yours. Wow, she's drink shaming me. Everybody loves the twins. Nice.
What car is that? Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Is it a puppy?
No, he's full grown.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello. You want to be on camera? Let's put him on camera. We're doing what? What's here? Chew?
Chew.
Look, Lisa found a puppy.
He likes me.
Hello,
Say
sweetie.
hello. Hello.
How are you doing? Where's mommy? Where's mommy? Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I want one.
Oh, you want to see me do a Jaguar? I have seen a couple of those in the wrecking yards, actually. She's going to drink me under the table if that's right. That's the plan.
I'm interested in more other guys' videos with the GM 4.3 V6.
I would too. I have planned on building another one of those, and I like those motors. I was impressed by how well it worked, and the last 4.3 that I built went into my friend Harold's boat, and it's been driving around. And every time I talk to him, he's like, "Man, that thing just runs perfect." And they do. It's a balance shaft motor. We kept the balance shaft in there, and it's got a little Edelbrock carburetor on there, an intake manifold on there, and he takes his boys out and he goes out in the ocean with it and stuff. It's an awesome deal. What turbo does the dog sporting? The turbo is, the dog was sporting a really small turbo because it's tiny. Yeah, that's right, and it was full grown too. Oh, we got some food going on.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Yes,
Thank you.
I love that happy food dance.
That's right. You have to do that on camera though.
My happy dance.
Happy food
Yeah, the
dance.
happy food dance.
Anything else I can grab for y'all?
I
Okay.
think this is
Think
it
that's
right
it?
now.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. What's a GLH? Love the GLH.
That's the Omni that I brought home, a little blue car.
Mm.
Your dad likes that car, surprisingly. He's excited about it. How much nitrous can I safely run on a Ford 302 Mexican block? That's a good start. 11.2, nice. Forged pistons doing. You should put ring gap in it, and then if you have forged pistons in it, the sky is kind of the limit. The limitation is going to be how much power the NA motor works, how much power the NA motor makes. So if you have good heads on it, you have a good camshaft in it, and the motor's making a lot of power, the amount of nitrous you can use and how much it will ingest and use properly is a function of the NA power output of that motor. So if you have a 200 horsepower motor, you're not going to be able to run very much nitrous. If you have a 500 horsepower motor, you're going to be able to run a lot of nitrous. I like the Kias, actually. I think that they did a good job. And they're not coming for us, so don't worry. Dude, I just want to say, check out this pretzel. This is the medium pretzel.
That's what $200 buys.
Nice.
Big ass, big pretzel.
So somebody stepped up and bought me a...
That's really hard to read.
Yeah.
Mida pretzel.
Yeah. GLH does stand for Goes Like Hell, and then the S, the GLHS, people think it stands for Goes Like Hell Shelby, but it stands for Goes Like Hell Some More, actually, is what the actual acronym
You
is.
said Shelby. It reminded me of my favorite movie,
She loves
Ford versus Ferrari. I could watch it every day.
I like when they fight in the park.
That's the best part. What's that thing?
I call that the llama bite. That's super awesome. I want to hope that Carroll Shelby was that cool to actually have a llama bite.
That was so awesome.
That's fantastic. It does look like a steering wheel, huh? It looks exactly like a steering wheel. That's a good call.
What does?
This. Wah, paddle shift. Wah, 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 wah. See, Dan, I was pretending I was in a Porsche GT2.
I agree. The best racing movie ever made, Andy. Definitely. Racing in the Rain was good,
Yeah.
but it was sad. It was too sad for me. I want to be entertained and I want to be happy after a movie, not like super sad.
Le Mans was also good with Steve McQueen.
That's a Toyota pretzel.
Dang.
Right there. It's giant. I've missed you guys. I haven't been here in so long.
I know.
I just teach first graders all day.
Buy herself $5 donation takes a shot. All right.
Ken Miles made Ford versus Ferrari, something I can't watch much. Way too sad for me. He was
I
a
know.
trooper, for sure.
Oh, I know. He got ripped off,
He did get ripped off.
and I think that it was
I don't even like Josh Lucas anymore because of that movie.
I know,
Such a POS.
and I think it was I'm just calling it truck numbers. Yeah,
We love Brian.
I know.
He's awesome.
In honor of
Chuck
in
Norris.
honor of Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Did he die?
No.
Oh. I don't know.
Don't say that about Chuck. He's a national treasure.
I got my other drink. Yay!
Enjoy.
Nice.
Fridays are drinking days, especially for teachers.
Days and nights. Came in late. What are we talking about? We're talking about Lisa, apparently.
Teaching is hard.
And we're talking about the giant pretzel.
The Toyota pretzel.
It does look a little bit like the
You haven't even eaten any.
Stop being so judgy.
I eat all the things and drink all the things on Friday.
I got some sliders going. I got pretzel going.
All the
Drinks going.
carbs. I have yummy hummus.
Someone needs a new camera. No, the camera's fine, actually.
It's just the reception. It's
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi because we're in Dixon. We're not at our normal date night place, which is in Vacaville at Merchant and Main.
Yeah. want to see somebody roll up here.
Oh, hi from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah,
The
our friends from up north.
home of Jim Carrey, right? Isn't he from Canada?
Sure.
I think he is.
Ryan Reynolds is from Canada.
It says my CS Custom says my friend just installed one of your cams from a cam giveaway.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully it was a good install.
Yep. Again, you buy a whole bag of them pretzels. That would be really cool. I know. It would be a gunny sack full of them.
Livermore, California? Or no? What kind of car does Lisa drive?
Lisa has a brand new Mercedes, a turbocharged one that runs 20 pounds of boost. It's awesome.
I just know it's navy blue and it's really pretty.
Do you think it's pretty?
I haven't even seen the engine yet, but it drives really nice.
It has a whole display data screen that shows everything. It's awesome.
Everybody from Dutch Bros always leans in and checks out my screen.
Yeah, they're checking out your screen, I'm sure.
You're rude.
The screen crashed when we talked about Chuck Norris.
Oh, yeah.
Brian said he would send me a Chuck Norris cam whenever I want.
We like Brian.
I told him I
He's
wanted to be the first one to make 1,000 horsepower with a Chuck Norris cam because I know it will do it. You know why? You know how I know that? Because we'll run boost on it. You know what they say about cams? Every cam is a turbo cam.
I thought they said wrong cam.
It is the wrong one. Whatever I run is the wrong one. But Truck Norris is definitely a turbo cam.
That's the best name.
I know.
Truck Norris.
I know.
Was that his idea?
I don't know who came up with that. I don't know if Brian did or Logan did. I'm sure one of those guys.
Huh.
6.2 liter V10.
Clever.
I do want to do a V10, one of the Triton V10s, but I think those are 6.8 liters though, right?
Ooh, San Francisco.
Yeah, your guys are right up the road.
Hi, Blake. Not too far away.
Silver State did one of the first V10s in a Mustang. They did it in 99 or 2000 in Las Vegas. I know Ford did one of those way back because I remember Evan driving it.
Gone in 60 Seconds. Also a very good movie.
Good one. But you're thinking of the one with Nick Cage and Angelina Jolie. He's talking about probably the original one back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't born yet.
That was Toby Halicki
I don't even know who that is.
in a 72 or 73 Mustang Mach 1 instead of the new Shelby. The Nova should be a duct tape drag. That's actually the goal, and I'm going to talk to Freiberger a little bit more about that. It was one that Holly put up.
Doesn't it depend on the car?
Yeah.
The XC90 was too stiff.
Wow.
It was.
As if.
You like what you like. Someone said that.
That's right.
I like my car now.
Love the Q-Jet. I can't wait to do a video. It'll probably be my highest viewed video. I want to do one lid on the Quadrojet. I was just talking about Quadrojets. I love Quadrojets.
Sorry again about the reception. It's just where we're at.
Yep.
It's not normal. We're not normally
I
here.
thought it was awesome when I was out visiting Courtney at the Cadillac company, Cadco, and he was showing me the Quadrojet that had the compensation for altitude because it had a little diaphragm, and which I thought was like that's like a genius thing for the engineers to come up with, and I thought that was fantastic. I was very impressed. Obviously, it's very easy to do with fuel injection, but with a carburetor back in the day, it was very cool.
I never thought of a diaphragm as impressive.
Wow. No, that's second drink talking.
Second drink and no food. Can I have some of your pretzel?
No.
Can we share?
No.
Please.
That's it.
Oh, he gave me nothing. So I have a funny story. I teach first grade. We have carpet time. And we were in carpet time, and one of my students was picking at their sock, and I told her to stop picking at her sock, and if she checked to see if there was anything in it, and she looked to see if there's anything in it, and I pulled out a sticker in her sock. I was like, oh, that's why that's bothering you. You have a sticker in your sock. I went to throw it away. She goes, oh, no. Don't do that. My dad smokes it.
It wasn't a sticker. It was a bud.
It was a bud. I didn't know what buds look like. I had no idea.
Apparently, they look like stickers.
It's funny. I get too chatty when I drink.
I know.
Sorry, I get chatty when I drink. He gave me this much pretzel. Out of all of his pretzel. You're stingy.
I know.
Where's the butter? No.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
So there's some good sounding engines wherever you are. We're in Dixon, California. We're normally in Vacaville.
This is like the main drag right here. So it's Friday night. People are out cruising.
Highway
Kind of
113.
old school stuff. It's really cool.
Highway 113.
I just saw a G-Body Monte Carlo roll by. Lowrider Dayton's. It was very cool.
Are we actually going to diaphragm country?
That
It's
sounds like a
Friday.
1947 Dodge ice cream truck. Very cool. Big
Oh,
Bang LS.
someone, Blake rents a shop in Dixon.
Oh, nice. Just watched the Big Bang LS video, Engine Masters, for the thousandth time. So, you're the reason that the views are up. That's nice. I'd love to see round 3 with the 6.0 and see how far it'll go. I know, I do. We need to put that back together. Not with that motor, with a different one now, because that one, I have run that thing. That thing probably has 400 or 500 pulls on it that are like at 1,000 horsepower. And it's actually leaking water. And I think the water's coming up from the threaded head bolt bosses. So I think it's probably cracked in there. I mean, the motor runs fine. It just gets water in the oil. So I've tried sealant and all kinds of stuff. So I think if we're going to do that, we owe it to the Gen 4 crowd to do another one.
What's Gen 4?
Generation 4.
What generation?
It's the one after Generation 3. The Big Bang 4.8 bent rods at 1,200 horsepower. That's actually not accurate. The reason that the 4.8 liter bent rods was because we tried doing a load in at a very high engine speed because we were trying to limit the amount of RPM that we had to run during the test. And Brule wanted to try a later load in. And when we were loading it in before, we were loading it in low enough where we weren't really under very much boost. So it was a low power output, a low torque output. And then the power, once we released it, would come up. Well, he wanted to load it way up here at like 900 foot-pounds. And a stationary load at 900 foot-pounds was not good for those rods. The Gen 3 stuff will take a lot more than that because we made 1,300 with the 5.3, and we know that it will do more than that. We made 1,482 with a 6-liter Gen 3. So again, we know that they'll take that. So I think that a Gen 3 4.8 will take more, and a Gen 4 4.8 or a Gen. You need a tetanus shot just walking by it. Easy girl. That's why she married me, because I make her laugh.
He does.
Have you ever dabbled in Volvos? No, I haven't, but I would like to. Because I heard once you go Volvo, you never go back.
Thought it was once you go black, you never go back.
Easy girl. The Volvo can be red, it be yellow.
What's rust color?
No, but it is.
I want some of your pretzel. Thank you. He's so stingy.
Here, I'll give you some of the big part. Wow. Yeah, you'll see more stuff on the Nova because once we decide that the direction it's going, that I want to take it down to West Deck, and the trip. I don't know about that, but
Someone wants to know what's better, alcohol-fueled engines or alcohol-fueled nights out. The latter.
the second one, yeah, definitely.
The latter.
Yeah. You didn't ask about ladders. I went to a head bolt break and the guy glued it back in a blue spoon. I've seen that too, Dan.
Brakes and glue.
That's what, no, the cylinder head bolt in one of my motors, tightening it, and he broke it, and he just put silicone on it and stuck the broken bolt in there.
That sounds safe.
It's totally fine, right?
Like duct tape.
Very similar.
Yeah, I think I'll have a box for that.
Oh, Andy, you guys had to dig a head bolt out of the ceiling? That's pretty serious. I do have to say I like the destruction like diesel videos that they post on YouTube, because when those things let go, it's like extremely catastrophic. What about a GT45 on an 8.1? What would be needed? You could run the stock exhaust manifolds, but that turbo is going to be way too small for an 8.1. It's going to have a lot of back pressure, and it's a 700 horsepower turbo, but you're going to have so much back pressure on that thing that it's never going to get there. If all you want to make is 500, then it might be okay. It's going to be super responsive on an 8.1. You need a bigger one. You need like the Summit S475 probably would be much better for the 8.1 because it has a big T6 housing. It's a 1.32 AR. It has all of the things that it needs, and it's a 1,000 horsepower turbo.
I totally am taller. He says we're the same. I'm taller. I'm taller.
Yeah, they're looking at your tallness.
I'm so tall. I'm all about 3 points.
Dunk, dunk.
What movie is that from?
Yeah, there we go. There's a good question.
Right? We love movies. Who says I'm all about 3 points while laying in bed next to Matt Damon?
Why don't you just give him the title of the movie?
I bet they won't get it.
I know. Come on.
Come on.
Guess. Yes.
Quit bringing up the Nova.
Is that Jack's Urban Eats? No, it's what's the name of the place here? It's very famous.
I keep thinking Dick's, but that's not the name
It's
of
not
it.
Bucks, right? No.
No, Bud's is next door.
Bud's?
It's Dawson's.
Dawson's, yeah.
Dawson's.
Yeah, Dawson's and Dixon. So I'm a lot taller. It's just chopping off part of my head up here.
No, not Boogie Nights. Ew, that's Mark Wahlberg.
Boogie Nights, wow. With Roller Girl.
517.
We missed what you said about the Nova. Is we're gonna put a motor in it and probably do a giveaway on it.
And then I said, whoop, whoop. They can't guess.
You're 5'17".
4 feet 32 inches.
Nice.
You need to go back to first grade. No, it's
The GT45 is good for a 4.8 or 5.3.
You're running a red light, jackass. Sorry.
Got people helping out here. It's awesome.
it's the movie that says, "How about them apples?"
There you go.
And he's brilliant.
They will get that down. There you go. Matt Damon,
Someone
Ben
got
Affleck, and Robin Williams.
You got it.
Yeah.
A very good movie. Really sad. Knock traffic cop. Goodwill Hunting.
There you go.
Got it.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights is inappropriate.
More than a little bit.
Our son told their kindergarten teacher that we like to watch inappropriate movies. And by inappropriate, he meant movies with foul language that we don't let him watch. But I was mortified.
PG-13 movies. She was mortified. I'm like, yeah, we do.
Not Tremors. Oh my gosh. He watches Tremors whenever it's on.
Tremors Marathon is the best. Burt Gummer is the best guy ever.
Favorite appetizer?
Slider.
No. I
And
like
pretzel.
hummus.
And her drink.
My drink.
Yes, Tremors. All the Tremors are awesome. Even and there's like 6 or 8 of them now.
And I've seen them all. How come I have to keep accepting some people's posts?
Don't show them; they're inappropriate. My favorite Burt Gummer line is, "Should I come heavy? Is there any other way?"
Pork chops? What does pork chops mean? Is that from Tremors?
Pork chops are appetizers.
No. Pork chops are
Or
real.
that's Troy,
Artichoke dip is good.
that's Troy's nickname.
Hummus looks something out of a bad day at the dyno. Whatever. Don't judge.
It's a little judgy, huh?
May we
Sorry,
dance with your dates?
Yes,
That's,
Otis.
That's spelling like
Otis,
my
my
first
man.
graders with.
No, that's what they said. What I've done for the last, what they do, I've done it for all the magazines like Hot Rod and Carcraft and all that stuff. And now I'm doing it live. I want to do, there's not going to be a lot that I probably don't know about that LS1. I can tell you if you want to, how you need to make more power and stuff, all that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
And this is a great place. We love it here.
Yeah.
We come for the pretzels because they're giant. and the drinks. See, Monte Carlo, LS swap. That's what it's all about. Here, let me try this. I gotta see if this is okay.
No, you were lagging for a lot of that.
Frosty beverage. Okay. Technology.
Lots of people
does-
leave. Lots of people left.
What happened?
It was laggy.
Oh, it was laggy. Yeah, the internet connection's not great here. Let me see how many bars I have. Yeah, we're kind of getting low. But our waitress is here.
Thank you.
I am here. Hello.
See?
You don't want another one,
Here,
right?
wait. I think there's too much lag.
Sorry, guys.
It's my burger.
You didn't share your pretzel.
I know.
Hardly at all.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good T-shirt, Dan.